First thing I will say is this. Things did not go as planned. They went better. I will tell you this in life, period. In life, y'all. Be willing to sit back and listen. Not everybody has bad intentions. Not all criticism is bad criticism. Not all questions are bad questions. All right? So, let me give y'all a look at what I'm looking at. Thank you for the like. And here's what I'm meaning. All right? So, I went into the bank today. I'm telling the branch manager, which I know. I've known her quite some time now, over 10 years. And I'm telling her what I'm getting ready to do and what I'm getting ready to wire the money for. And she says, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? She goes, because I want to protect you. And I said, yes, ma'am. Go ahead. What it is. I sure will, brother. So, the question she asked me was I protected? How am I protecting myself if I go through with the deal that I'm going to try to broker? And it's hard for me to explain this without telling you guys in depth what I'm trying to do, but I'm gonna try to get through this story because that's going to be for another time. All right, so I stop and I think, and I'm like, okay, well, we've got a purchase agreement that's signed, notarized. I'm getting limited power of attorney, and I've already talked to the mortgage company. And she said, it's all fine and dandy, but what legal way are you going to be protected? She was like, you're getting ready to pay this fee before you sign any paperwork, before you close. What's going to protect you from her just saying, or whoever, okay, now it's not going into foreclosure, I'm going to do what I want to do? That was a good question. And I'm like, good question. So, she helped me weigh the options. What are the options? Well, she could lose her home. Okay. Did they say she was going to lose her home? Well, no, they did not. They said they were going to tack on fees. All right, what are the fees? Told her the fees. Are those fees worth you waiting? Well, absolutely they're worth me waiting because hello. One of the reasons, I'm going to get those fees back once we sell the house. All that money's coming back to me. So if I got to pay just a little bit of extra to get a peace of mind and to guarantee that I'm not going to get robbed, then that's what I'm going to do. Greetings. Oh, wow. You saw me yesterday? Yes, I was on yesterday. Kentucky is correct. Out doing some business. I got my homie on here today. Prayers going God's way, man. I hope everybody gets better out there, over there. But just taking a moment to sit back and talk it out, weigh on my options. Come to find out, it is worth the wait. So that's what we're going to do. No problem, brother. So I'm not selling a house yet. I'm trying to buy a house with creative financing. But there was a lot of things going on that led up to this point, and I was trying to beat a deadline. And it wasn't so much I'm trying to beat it for me, that I was trying to beat it for that person so they wouldn't get their house foreclosed on, which in business, you gotta keep your feelings out of it. I mean, at the end of the day, I can do what I can do, and that's it. But I didn't get all the information. She didn't have all the information that she was supposed to have. And it does take guts, but I just think that all right. I really think if you do your due diligence, like the branch manager was telling me to do, I think you'll be okay. Woo! I mean, no harm, folks, but a little warm in here. Is flipping houses worth the time? Yes, I do believe it is. Come on, say that, son. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Man, how many P's is that? Is that the 5 P's? And flipping houses, I'm just now started that leg of my business, flipping houses. So we're getting ready to find out, because I'm getting ready to have 2 by the end of the year that I can flip. So I have to, I'll let you know. Keep watching the channel, and I will let you know whether or not it's worth it. Because like I said, I'm going to have different strategies in this business, and I'm going to see which one dominates as far as I'm not going to say dominates, but which one's better. I want to see which one's better, and we'll take it from there. So from the time you begin, the time you flip. Okay, so this one here, so the house that we are currently trying to flip, I bought it at the end of August. All right, that I've seen the property. As a matter of fact, my property manager brought it to my attention. I looked at it. They were wanting so much for it, and I'm like, it's not worth that for me. I really don't need it. So I let it sit. It's set for about a month or 2. I got back with my property managers, like, did the house sell yet? He laughed. He was like, no, it hadn't sold. I said, okay. I said, I want you to resend my offer, but I'm gonna make amendments to this offer. He said, all right. So I reset my offer, but this time I'm like, they're gonna pay closing costs and any fees that go along with that. And he was like, well, they're not gonna do that. That's like $25,000 less than what they want, and they're gonna have to play close. I said, I don't care. I just offer it to them. Either they're gonna take it or not. I mean, that's just what it is. You work for me right now. You're not working for them. So he offered it, and they took it. All right, so we closed at the end of August. By that time, I thought I had a contractor, which turned out I didn't. He ran off on me. So I had to interview a couple other contractors, and I ended up going with this guy here. So he got started in October. October 20th is when he got started. I put a deadline of December 20th. So I went the long way around to tell you flips take as long as you want them to take. You find a contractor, you do your research, and you say, hey, I want this flip done by a certain amount of time. That contractor is either going to say I can do it or I can't do it. If he says I can do it, then you turn around and you make sure that there are repercussions for him or her not being able to do it. Like with mine, if my house is not done by the 20th of December, there will be a fine for every day that it takes him. Oh, my wifey's home. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Jeremy, I love you, bruh. I'll be calling you here in a minute. Check on y'all. Let's see here. Great answer. Thanks. How do you? I just want to see how much the house is worth. Oh, y'all can see me, right? Love you too, man. Love you too. So I talked to my real estate agent. So you got to have a good team. I talk to my real estate agent and I tell him to do the comps. I ask him. I don't tell him. I ask him to do the comps. So he does the comps for me. He'll tell me, okay, this is the price range that you can sell the house at. All right, this is how much it's worth. And then with the person that's selling, I'm going to be like, okay, how much can I sell it for max if it was in great condition? He'll tell me. And then I'm going to be like, hey, this is how much money I want to make off of it, net. This is how much money I want to make off of it net. And then I just run the numbers. You got to run the numbers. You got to run the time. You got to know the area. And that helps me determine. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate you all. And if you haven't already, hit the like button. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, said if I put in, just for an example, 50K, how much ROI percentage? And again, so for me, if you want to invest with me, right now, I am offering my first 5 investors 10% return on their investment. All right, so if you do 50K, you get 10% of that back. So you go 50K, I'll give you 5,000. So, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my first 5 investors. That's very decent. Banks are not offering that. But what I'm doing, reason why I'm offering that to my first 5 investors is because you are the first 5 people to take a chance on me. So I want to reward you by taking a chance with me. And for the first 2 investors, I would love to lock in 10% for the life of our relationship. You're going to get 10% for the first 2. You're going to get 10% from me from here until we close our eyes or we stop doing it. So every time you invest, I'm offering 10% to you because of loyalty. So, that's all right, cool. That's what happens, man. That's what I'm looking at. All my information is available. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. My email address is WELLC, that's WELLC, business@gmail.com. My business number is 270-734-1075. So if you guys are willing to invest, just let me know. I'm always looking for investors, and like I said, my first 5 investors are going to get 10% on their first investment with me, and the first 2 investors will get 10% for life. So there you go. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna spend time with my wife, let her know what went on today. And I love you guys, and thank you guys so much. Y'all made my day, man. Y'all made my day. I appreciate all of you. And anybody who's interested, rewind this video here. And you know how old I am when I said rewind it. Rewind this video, look over it again, and get my information. Hit me up. All right. Be good. Love you guys.